What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Ruff Live Gaming. Now, me personally, I had to get a video out to you guys ASAP. Now, I have been finding that everyone is coming into this ion crunch. It is real, guys. We're going to be slowly dwindling down our ions unless you're going to be purchasing an orb or two with cores. I suggest starting with, while we got this event running at least, you know, where we're raking in some of them level 3s and level 2s, some of the higher ISOs, still farm your basic ISO. But I had to get this build out to you guys because it is nuts. But if you take the teams that have, you know, all those assists, aka Taskmaster, Mrs. Marvel, Toad, Sabretooth, and the Marauders, you know, all these teams that have these crazy assists going on, there's a really awesome interaction with ISO-8 builds where you can take Taskmaster, make him a skirmisher. You take Miss Marvel, make him a skirmisher, and then you make the rest of the people on the team a striker. Now, when the striker takes a turn and calls the skirmisher in for an assist, aka Taskmaster, when he assists, he's going to apply vulnerable, and because the striker initiated the turn, he will get to go for a second time after the assist, and therefore you're getting a triple tap. Now, guys, this is awesome. I just decided I want to save my ions for leveling up my arena teams, my symbiotes, black orders. You know, I don't want to spend ions on taking these lower teams to level 2, but I still want to capitalize on the base level ISO-8 because it does have some amazing interactions, right? So if you take, like I said, Taskmaster, make him a skirmisher. We're going to take Miss Marvel, make her a skirmisher. I took Toad, made him a skirmisher. I took Sabretooth, made him a skirmisher. You can do Mystique as well, because in war defense, she will be assisting on a lot of non-attack abilities as well. So therefore, one or the other is going to be placing the vulnerable, and then you will get a third attack from whoever initiated the first turn. So, as you can see, guys, I haven't done everybody on Miss Marvel's team yet. I did do Squirrel Girl, and I put Miss Marvel. I run Captain Marvel with my Young Avengers. So I put Striker on her, Skirmisher on Miss Marvel, and they're getting crazy assists. I took Killmonger, Merc Lieutenant, Merc Riot Guard, and made all of them strikers. And when you make all of them strikers and you make Taskmaster a skirmisher, you're going to be getting triple hits usually every time he assists a tune. Now, just so you guys get a good look at what I'm talking about, I'm going to jump into a raid battle and give you guys a look at this build because it's sick. But the fact remains that it doesn't cost anything to take a tune to a level 1 ISO. Absolutely nothing. All you have to do is farm that one ISO and you can put it on there. So therefore it's not expensive and you're still getting to interact and use the ISO-8 and it's not costing you ions, so you're avoiding that crunch situation. And you're still getting to have some fun. And that's what we're all here for, right? To have fun, guys. All right, now look, we have defenders and mercenaries going on in this gamma. If you're in this lane in gamma, try this out. Set it up, and I think you're really going to like it. Now you see, I don't have anything special. My team here is 171K. I haven't really put much into my war defensive teams yet. I still am focusing on, I want to get like 8 or 9 teams at 300K for offense, and then I'll work on my defense. I have a 400K Marauders, almost a 400K Asgard. Those guys are a couple of defensive stopping points, and that's good for me for now. That being said, let's jump into this raid, and I'll give you guys a look at what I'm talking about. And it, like I said, this does work with Mrs. Marvel and the Young Avengers. This works, I found it works great on the Brotherhood 2.0, because Toad does do a lot of assists, right? And when Toad gets called for that assist, he places that vulnerable on someone. And then like Blob getting a second hit, that's huge, guys. And that's why I went ahead and I decided to do that with all of those teams. So that way I'm still burning my ISO energy. I'm still doing the 50 refreshes every day. Okay, now let's check it out. Let's blind these snipers. Maybe get something on Iron Fist, but you see, he put the vulnerable on him, and I do have Deadpool as a striker as well. So we're just going to rip right through this. You'll see once these mercs start doing basics here. Like, let's see. Let's do his ultimate and see if we can get Taskmaster to assist him. Yep, he's got the assist above his head. He's going to place vulnerable, and then you see that I got a triple attack from Killmonger there. Okay, we're going to do that. Now, unfortunately, it isn't going to work whenever like Merc Lieutenant does his offense up, speed up, or Merc Right Guard does his taunt. But as we all know, those are every other turn abilities. So every other turn, you're going to get that triple hit. As well as every time Taskmaster assists, he strips a buff. So it is huge, guys. It's awesome. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm finding it so sick. This build is just amazing. Even at level 1, it's nuts. Okay, let's see if we can get this Daredevil. He dodged the assist, so I didn't get the vulnerable, unfortunately. Let's hit him there. Call the assist. Oh, and it killed him. And it killed him. But, guys, I just want to tell you, I'm loving this, and you will too. Test it, try it out. Like I said, Mrs. Marvel, Taskmaster, Toad, Sabretooth, all of these guys are going to be insane with this build. Now, one thing, like I said, I like is switching out these classes for different raids, arenas. I mean, it's so much fun. I'm really surprised at how well they did this ISO-8. You see there, got another triple hit. And like, can you imagine? I mean, like I said, my guys are all like 30K. So I can only imagine for those people who have Taskmaster at like, gear tier 14 and how insane that build will be for you guys. Me personally, I haven't put a lot into my mercs as of yet. I hate these war defensive teams. I mean, it's not as fun, I don't think, personally. Now let's hit him with a basic. Even though we could do his ultimate, I wanted to get that extra attack. And you see, it killed him, took him off the board. Okay, let's steal that. Kill him. Oh, he didn't steal it because he killed him, I guess. But either way, you guys see what I'm talking about there? All those triple hits. Now, like I said, this is a very low-level team for me. So those of you who have a high-level Merc team, I really think this is going to give some people a lot of problems when it comes to war defense, guys. So keep that in mind. If you have your Young Avengers on war defense, if you have your, I mean, of course you're going to have your Mercs, but I mean, this is going to make for some crazy stuff, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I personally can't wait. Everybody, pretty much every one of these teams that have a lot of assists, I'm setting the person who typically does the assist as a skirmisher and the rest as strikers. Because personally, I don't want to taking a lot of people up to level 2 and 3 as of yet. I'm taking 2 or 3 teams up to level 3, and I'm going to probably be taking Black Bolt and the symbiotes up to level 5. That's my goal. That's what I want off the top of my head I can think of. And it's really, there's no wrong answers when it comes to ISO-8. It's what do you want with your team? What is fun for you out of these team comps and these classes? That's what you can find and try out. Now, I think I'm still in a low-level blitz, but I want to show you guys one of the other teams I was talking about. Let's go in here, go through my save squads a little, and find our Brotherhood 2.0. Let's see if we can get something good off with them. And I just personally found this build this morning. I mean, I'd heard people talking about it with Sabretooth and the Marauders, but I started thinking about it, and in the Gamma Raids, I started with the Brotherhood lane. So I was like, oh, okay, this should be good, right? And then I went ahead, threw this build on them, and they just breezed through the first 2 nodes, which they always do anyway. But, like, I didn't even use ultimates. I basically basicked the first 2 nodes of Gamma. It was just basics. It was crazy. 1 taunt and all basics. So let's find a hard matchup here. This seems to be about the hardest currently. So we're going to jump into that one, and you guys will hopefully get a good look at this build I'm talking about here when you set up the assister, a.k.a. Toad, as a skirmisher. And I got Magneto, Blob, and Pyro all set for strikers. I didn't put anything on Juggernaut just yet, because he doesn't really, which I guess he does do a few moves in there, but Juggernaut is there for the taunt. That's what he's there for. And I'm debating on putting something like Healer or Fortifier on him to get a little extra barrier, which he doesn't need it. He's one of the highest resistance tanks in the game. So, okay, let's see here. Now, let's see if we can land a vulnerable there on Mysterio. We got the vulnerable. So now we're going to do everything with Magneto. He's going to get the Toad assist again. There you go. Look at that. 4 hits right there, guys. 4 hits. Or 3. That was 3, but you see what I'm saying. Sorry about that. But I'm just demolishing teams. Just demolishing teams. Okay, you go. There, Toad didn't assist, unfortunately, there. He should on this one. Oh, I'm killing the main target. So when you're doing this, guys, make sure you're targeting someone who has higher health. See if we get the... Okay. He's going to hit him, and he's gone. That's a wrap. Which, we all know Brotherhood does that at 8.3, right? Especially Brotherhood 2.0. I'm going to do one more attack with these guys, and then I'll give you guys a look at the Young Avengers and the build I'm working on with them. It's pretty much the same thing. Same thing with Marauders. I set Emma Frost, and I set Mr. Sinister both as strikers. So even though they do their like Emma Frost, she does her cleanse, right, and slows the enemies. She's still gonna get a triple hit off if, you know what I mean, that vulnerable gets placed by the assist coming from Sabretooth or Mystique. And that means Emma's also going to be clearing a buff as well. Let's jump. This is a little bit harder of a team. They got a Minerva. They got a Captain Marvel. Let's jump in here and take a look at this one. But guys, this is nuts. I'm loving ISO-8. Tell me what you guys are thinking of ISO-8. Are you having fun with it? What's the best build you found so far for a team? What's your favorite team to work on? Let me know in the comments, guys. I want to remind everyone we are going to be doing a $20 giveaway when we reach 100 subscribers, guys. So click that like button. Click that subscribe button. Let's get some free money to people. It's going to be in the form of an iTunes gift card or a Google Play gift card, whichever you prefer. And after that, guys, we want to do a $50 giveaway when we reach 200 subscribers. So let's make this YouTube thing possible, guys. Like this video. Share it with some friends who play the game. Okay, we're going to get this taunt on him. Should get a vulnerable placed on Venom there. Now we're going to do Magneto's ultimate. He's going to get the extra attack because he's vulnerable. And then Toad went ahead and did his assist thing again. See, it's insane, guys. You're wiping the board with teams with this. Especially at these higher powered teams and higher powered tunes, like a Blob as a striker getting that extra damage. I can't imagine once he gets to like a level 5 or something. I mean, this would be a sick build. And for me personally, I love it because it's actually making some of these tunes that we don't get to use in raids, U7s and stuff like that. It's making them even more awesome. You see, I got that triple hit right there with Pyro. Let's see if we can do this. Get Toad to assist him. Oh, he didn't there. But you guys are getting a look at it. You're seeing what I'm talking about. Toad comes in for the assist, makes the vulnerable, marks him, whatever you want to call it. Then like right there, he marked vulnerable, so Magneto finished him off. So right there, look at that. He had a death proof on him, so I assumed it was going to be another turn or two before I could finish that match off. Magneto hits him. Toad assists, marks the vulnerable. Magneto gets to come in and hit him once that death proof was removed from the initial hit. Guys, this is insane. I mean, this should be something here to stay. I don't know. They could take this out. But for now, guys, capitalize on this. It doesn't take much. You can farm a little bit of basic 1 ISOs. It's absolutely free to take them up to level 1. And then you're getting all this added benefit of this team, guys. Now let's go down and check out Young Avengers here. Now I am going to be putting Stryker on Miles Morales and America Chavez. So what's the hardest match we got? Let's check this out. This is kind of a mirror match, but they got a yo-yo and a crystal, which is going to make it tough for me to beat this team. This is one of those freak matches that sometimes you see when you're on auto, you lose. You're like, what? I'm on tier 5. There's no way I should lose, but you do. Because occasionally you run into a crazy little matchup like this where they have a yo-yo and a crystal. Crystals might have her passive like T-Ford or something. It all just depends on how the computer decides to set up the enemy you're fighting. But I'm so stoked for this ISO. I've taken Black Bolt to level 4, and I've taken Thanos Maul to level 3, Symbiote Spider-Man to level 3. I'm taking a lot of tunes up here. Is this unavoidable? It cannot be dodged, and it cannot crit. She should mark her vulnerable there. Oh, she did. And now we got that extra attack. There you go. Look. Now let's see what happens here when she does her heal, because she actually has an attack off the heal as well. So I want to see what happens here. Okay. Let's get some disrupted out there on the board. Okay. Now she marked her as vulnerable. Let's take a turn and see what happens here. She's going to hit her. Miss Marvel's going to assist. We're going to be vulnerable again. I should have got a trip. Oh, I do not have Striker on American Chavez. So I only have it on 3 of the people in this fight. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's early. I still need my coffee, right? With that being said, you guys are getting a good look at what I'm talking about with this build, right? Okay. Now we want to get rid of Yo-Yo here. Now she's going to dodge, but there you go. I wanted the assist coming from Miss Marvel. That's going to be awesome. Now, let's go. Let's get rid of Crystal here because we don't want her to give that added health. Now she is marked vulnerable. So, we got 2 vulnerables on the board. Let's see what happens here. Got the assist. Got the ISO-8 extra attack. Look at that, guys. Isn't that nuts? We're going to hit Crystal. She should be gone. There we go. Quake does her thing. Now, I'm just messing around here. There's plenty of abilities I probably could have used to win this match earlier, but I want to get to those ISO-8 interactions. That's what we are here to see. Now, we're going to get this off. Boom. Guys, what do you think? Tell me what you think of this ISO-8 build. Wouldn't all of these tunes who have this built-in assist in their kits, they make for amazing skirmishers. Why? Because when paired with a striker, you're getting a third attack from the coming from the striker who initiates the first attack. I mean, it's nuts, guys. There's going to be, and I can't wait. This is just the first build that we found that's kind of like this. I'm sure there's other amazing interactions. I know a lot of people are liking Proxima as a skirmisher and Corvus as a striker, because with those two always assisting each other, you're getting 3 attacks. So it's making it really easy to get through those tanks. You know what I mean? When you're fighting an opposing call, if you do have that setup, let's say Proxima rips positive effects off, positive effect, then Corvus does it, and then Proxima's going to come back in for that third attack, and she's going to clear a buff as well. So guys, this is just a power build for solo targets. You know, you can just sit there, target down a solo enemy, and it's great. I love it. I'm absolutely loving it. But let me know what you guys think. Also, I want to give you guys a look at where I'm at with ISO. I put a little bit on all my symbiotes. So far, I got Scream to 2, Symbiote Spider-Man to 3. I did take Emma to 3 as well for war defense. I thought it would help. You see, I've just been basically doing the level 1s. Level 1s are cheap, they're easy, they're fun, and you're getting the added bonus of ISO-8. So guys, you don't have to build that crazy, insane team. I would recommend taking your arena team to at least level 3 right off the rip. If you're competitive in your arena, take your arena team to a level 3 ISO. You're going to be getting all kinds of benefits from it, as well as level 2s. Everyone gets max health. So do your arena teams. Maybe do 1 or 2 of your main Ultimate 7 characters that you're using on a daily basis. There's nothing wrong with taking them up as well. Mine is Black Bolt. Now, I also currently have enough gold tokens to take Black Bolt to level 7, and I'm going to be taking him to a level 5 ISO-8. So he's going to be completely maxed out if I do. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do I take my Black Bolt to a level or a 7 red? I have like 180 of those gold tokens. I'm 20 away from being able to take 2 to 6, but I'm also on my second run of Dark Dimension 3. So I'm really curious as to what you guys think I should do. Let me know in the comments. Do I take Black Bolt to a 7 red, or do I wait till I get 20 more gold promotion credits and I take up 2 tunes to a level 6 red star? I don't know. So let me know, guys. So there's my little ISO build I wanted to get out to you guys, show you. Even though there's Ion Crunch going on, you can get some benefits from ISO-8 absolutely free. All it's going to cost is your basic energy that you get throughout the day. Right now, we're getting an abundance of other ISO through the event, but don't let that stop you from doing your 50 core refreshes if you're wanting to kind of get your roster up a little bit, get your war teams up, your defensive teams up. That's what I'm doing, guys. But till next video, stay safe.